Happy Tuesday, boys and girls. My name is Jeffrey Scott Mitchell. And I am full. I am full of fool. Full of funk. Full of experience. Not that it's overwhelming. Not that I can't handle it. Nor can I say that I'm not enjoying it. But it's possible to do too much of anything. Even the stuff that's good to you, even the stuff that's good for you. I'm not talking about moderation. I'm talking about the more drastic end of that equation, in which experience and situations and things, and hell, it could be food, water, it could be anything. It gets to be just too much. Because even if, you're on vacation and you're traveling and you're doing this and doing that, you're expending energy. And that energy has to be accounted for. Or made up for, or replaced, or replenished, or however, you want to put it. You're expending energy. And then you put together your calendar and these itineraries to catch these events, to work, transportation, lodging, strategizing, schedules, coordinating. Then it builds. The next thing you know, you done went a month, 2 months nonstop. This is like one of those times. I mean, I feel good. I think. I'm definitely recovering. Probably from this whole damn summer, since May. A lot of funk. Quality funk too, good funk. Hell, this party might have started, I keep wanting to say this party started back at the Soul Food Crab Fest. During that era, during that time. I forget what was going on, but it's been like a funk blur for months now. And then tonight we got 420 Funk Mod. These cats. I'm just saying. When it comes down to it, it comes down to P-Funk. When you say 420 Funk Mod, and you've seen the lineup that Michael Clip Payne has put together on occasion. I mean, you could flip it and spin it and discuss it all day long, and it'd be a good fun discussion. Because if you ask me, there was a time, and I probably can even still believe this, that the configuration of 420 Funk Mod with Dave Gonzalez, Michael Hampton, Michael Clip Payne, Greg Thomas, Elias Curry, I think Garrett Scheider was there. But in general, that lineup, when he brings that configuration or something along those lines, from a P-Funk standpoint, it's hard to argue that that's not the deepest P-Funk lineup you can have. And then I thought about it. Then I thought about who's still out there. You can have Jerome Braley on drums. You can have Billy Bass Nelson on bass. I mean, there's some people still out there that you can kind of put together a configuration and have a little, fun barroom discussion. But as a practicing band with a name and an actual touring history, now I've seen the 420 Funk Mod with what I call the Woodstock configuration. And, I'm not saying good, bad, left, right, up, or down. I'm just talking about subjective opinion and what I resonate more to or more with. So tonight, and I saw Mr. Payne too, and I saw Mr. Curry, and I kind of asked about it because I really don't want to know. I like being a fan. I just like being a fan. I do. It's fun it's fun and it's monumental, and it means a lot to me to be close to the band and talk to them and stuff. But I don't want to be on the inside. I want to be a fan. I still want to look up. I still want to look up to them as, I wouldn't say heroes, but as people responsible for maintaining, creating, and nurturing one of my greatest passions. So therefore, they hold a significance. Everything is about self. This self, Jeffery, loves P-Funk. So everything or anything that can help manifest or enhance P-Funk is also important to Jeffery. I'm just rambling. You can tell I'm just like, whatever. I'm full. I'm just there. If you ever get there, where you're just satisfied, You know, you don't really have nothing to say. You just feel good. You're relaxed. The landscape of your life is beautiful. The horizon is far away. Yet you're striving to get there, knowing you never will. I'm wearing my sauna suit today, y'all notice? I had an indulgent weekend, and I'm trying to get back. Plus, it's not as hot. That one day I wore the sauna suit, it was just ridiculously hot, and I knew better. It was just stupid hot. In fact, I could feel, when I walked outside, I could feel the rubber burning on my skin. So I knew better, and I hurt myself. And I hurt myself, and I went to P-Funk shows, and I almost died during the middle and knee deep on the front row in one of them cities. I forget what city it was in. San Diego, Vegas. Yeah. I kind of knew about the LA show. I knew it. I started planning about that months ago, planning around it. I would look at the P-Funk schedule and see all the ones that weren't One Nation shows, that didn't have all the opening acts. And I flew and I caught them. Because I knew that with all them opening acts, I wasn't going to get enough P-Funk at that particular show, if that was the only show I went to. But I'm also thinking, when they had a bunch of acts, they played for 2 hours. When they didn't have a bunch of acts, they still played for 2 hours. So it's probably not that. So I don't know what it is. I don't know what it was, because I did see a 2-hour show. It was squeezed in there. You could tell they cut some stuff. Some stuff started early. No, not P-Funk. I'm talking about, I think Blue Eyed Extinction opened, and they opened up early. They was off the stage by 8 p.m. P-Funk played till 10, so we got 2 hours. And I think the next night, with a whole bunch of people, Motet or all them, they still cut it and did things to get 2 hours. The only problem was, and I heard this from a lot of people, or different people, sitting through them opening acts. And you know, some people say they were good, some people say they were bad. It doesn't matter. It was too many of them. People was not happy sitting through all those opening acts. In fact, I wasn't either. And I was saying, since I had a seat up front, I wasn't tied to that seat. I was outside a lot. Not just roaming around. At the LA show, I was outside, hanging out during the show, during the opening act. For what I paid for that seat, that's like unheard of. Okay, I'm out here sweating profusely in my sauna suit. And when I sweat profusely, it's all over my hands and sweat is everywhere. I can barely use my phone. But I fired this back up just to say, as far as 420 Funk Mug, and possibly the greatest P-Funk configuration of musicians that can happen at this given moment, at this time, on this planet. One thing I felt that I should get back on here and say is that the only missing piece, if there's such thing as a missing piece would be Dwayne Blackbird McKnight on rhythm guitar in that configuration. I'm not sure if I've ever seen that before, but that would probably undeniably make it, at least in my mind and in my era and in the time in which I think P-Funk live concerts were the best and the greatest, whatever you want, the ones that resonate most with me, because those 70s and 80s ones I listen to now, they're too fast. Maybe when I was younger and I was back there getting it with them, you know, it might have been like that. But I remember shows where I thought it was too fast, even in the 90s sometimes. So, but that's my era. So if you get Blackbird on rhythm guitar in that configuration, that's just the ultimate fantasy P-Funk lineup. Of course, some debate could be made on who would play drums. Who would play drums in my configuration. But pound for pound, as far as alumni goes, and as far as years of experience, and as far as putting in the P-Funk work, being close to the nucleus, being close to the actual core, authenticity, I mean, it's tough. Greg Thomas, been doing this 30 years, 40 years. Lige, Mr. Hampton. That's a lot of experience in history. A lot. So to see that, so for me to see them get together and do it with my experience and what I know of P-Funk and what I know of how it's been played over 200 times I've seen it done, and be there, familiarity, the setting, the venue, Sunset Strip, Hollywood, just comfortable, relaxed, walk in there, get my position, gonna try to take my Zoom recorder to get audio, see if they let me get it in, see how that's gonna work. So we'll see. But I just wanted to cut it back on and say that about Mr. McKnight. Swing on y'all 2 times, for me, for the funk, and for every elementary particle that has ever existed in this or in any atom, in any universe that ever was, is, or will be. It's about the totality of it all, y'all. A theory of universe and hypothesis of all as one. The totality of it all, y'all.